In this video, I'm going to be showing you the best free agents to sign if you are starting in non-league football on this year's Football Manager. Let's get into it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you happen to be watching this, and welcome along to another video on the channel in the Football Manager series. Today, as I said, 1 to 11 best Football Manager free agents for non-league football. I've taken over as Chesterfield manager just so I can give you guys the best kind of case scenario of players you could potentially sign. Let me know down in the comment section if there are any players I do miss, but without further ado, let's get started with our goalkeeper. Now, one player that jumped out immediately is Ben Garrett, a goalkeeper who has got a very well-rounded attributes on this year's game. A very solid goalkeeper who has got a good history of league football behind him. Many people will know him as the goalkeeper who came through the Crew Academy. I remember signing this guy as a wonder kid many seasons ago, but recently been with Burton and released and has been struggling to find a club of late. Hasn't had a club for at least a season, I think. But yeah, well-rounded, very solid goalkeeper, and I think it would be an excellent option for you if this is the way you wanted to go. Now, my right back option, Phil Bardsley. Yes, he's 38 years old. Yes, he's been around the block, but he's still got some very good attributes to work with. Good tackling, good leadership, good bravery, aggression. He's a very well-rounded right back option for this level. If you want someone as a bit of a short-term gap to get you that little bit of experience you need in your squad, Phil Bardsley. You can't get much better at non-league football. Left back option, Tino Guamina. Now, if I pronounced that wrong, I do apologise, but 18 years old. When you start this year's game, he is wanted by a lot of clubs. When I've loaded it up, he's wanted by 24 clubs, including some from the Championship. So you will face competition to get this guy signed. Released by Arsenal. He's got attributes on there that you can really work with, and if you're one of those that likes to sign young players and really build a squad up like that in non-league football, he's a very good option. Is there more well-rounded players who are slightly older than him? Yes, but I think you need to counterbalance the experience with the youth, and this guy is definitely a very good option to sign. My first centre-back option, Brandon Brian Waugh. Now, again, a youngster released by Tottenham, 18 years old. He is wanted by a whole host of teams at your level of the game. So Vanarama National, Vanarama North and South. He's wanted by a whole host of those clubs. So if you've got the budget to be able to go and sign this guy, definitely make sure it's a priority. Very well-rounded for an 18-year-old with some good standout attributes, including his tackling, but his jumping reach is very good. You'll know, set pieces, that is a perfect option to be able to have. He will score you goals with that attribute on his own. But yeah, very good option. Get him signed up. Now let's get another experienced head in there. David Wheater, 36 years old. No pace at all. Physical attributes, awful. But good jumping reach. Good heading ability, which will be fantastic from set pieces. Just a very well-rounded centre half. Again, are there more well-rounded attributes that you could find in other centre halves? Yeah, I think there probably might well be. But from what you want at this level of football, heading, leadership, and jumping, that is a perfect combination. Exactly what you want. Go and get him. You then got the youth and experience, and they'll work very nicely together. Now, a player that I'm very familiar with as a Norwich fan, Josh Martin. We had this guy on our books for a very long time. He had a number of loan spells that just didn't quite work out, and the club just decided that they were going to call it a day on the Josh Martin experiment. But for this level of football, look at some of those attributes. He's so quick. He's got good dribbling. He's got all the potential to be a very good player still. He just needs to find a home somewhere he belongs and somewhere he can really flourish as a footballer. But yeah, 21 years old. This is a definite must buy in my opinion. So far, the best player on this list. Now, this is a bit of a long shot, but Hassan Ayari, 20 years old, is available on a free contract. Now, the reason I say it's a bit of a long shot is because he's wanted by at least 8 Championship clubs. So the moment you put a bid in, chances are they're going to put a bid in as well. and it's going to be a case of whatever type of contract you can offer. So if you've got the financial power, definitely try and get this guy in. He's got some very good attributes considering the age. There's plenty of room to grow as well. But out on the left wing, this is a very good option. Centre midfield, we move on to Jordan Much, a career that has been, well, I'll let you fill in the blanks, but he's commanded a big transfer fee in the past, and he's now available on a free transfer. 31 years old, a very solid option at centre midfield. Very, very well rounded for this level of football. At step 5, you can't get many better free agents than this guy. Next up in centre midfield, Callum Hume, 22 years old. He's wanted by a lot of teams in either League 2 or the Vanarama National, so you are going to face a lot of competition to sign this bloke, but long shots, good passing range, good determination, some very nice attributes on here. Can play in a whole host of positions in centre midfield and can also play a right wing back as well, so he gives you that versatility. He's a very good option, and he's got a good pedigree, come through the Man City Academy, been with recently reformed Bury before signing with Leicester. Didn't play that much in terms of actual game time, but there's definitely a player here that you can unlock. First up, first striker, I can't believe I'm even saying this, Omar Niasse. I mean, for this level of football, this guy being available on a free agent is such a good option. Although he's 33, he's got a lot of options available to him in terms of where he could go, what kind of things he could do for you, but he will score you goals. I can guarantee that without a doubt. Very well-rounded, good determined player, but look at some of these player traits. Moves into channels, runs with the ball often. Yes, he doesn't have the best goal scoring history of late, but there's still definitely a player in there for you to untap. Now my final player on the list is Max Thompson. Pace. Everyone who plays Football Manager knows that in non-league football, pace kills. You get this guy up top, he's got good finishing, good determination, a really good range of pace. He will score you plenty of goals. Now, he's had a history of moving between Manchester United to Everton to Burnley to Sunderland, has never really found a home. But for a non-league football club, if you can get this guy in, he will score you goals just purely on those attributes alone. He's currently wanted by York. But yeah, I think he's a very good option to be able to sign. I'd definitely pick him up because I know he will get you those goals. So there we have my 1 to 11 free agents that you can sign at non-league football. A nice range actually of experience and youth in there, rather than just going completely experience and not really giving you much room to grow with some of these players. I decided to give it a bit of a mixture. Now, there are some noticeable absentees from this list. You'll be able to find them the moment you load up your particular save. But I just think this is a nice blend of, as I say, youth and experience. But the big thing with this particular list is you are going to face competition from a lot of teams. So make sure that you identify the players that you want and you go and get them. Simple as that. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, that would be absolutely amazing. Put down in the comment section below any big players that I have missed from this list. I would love to hear your thoughts and suggestions. Not only for me, but for other people who are looking to take on this type of save. Let them know down in the comment section below. But yeah, as I said, subscribe for more FM content as and when it comes onto the channel. But until next time, as always, thank you very much for watching. Adios.